gonna put the Rage Tag Champions, Wilcox and Hollywood, against the new TV Tag Champions, the Texas Hangmen.
Nothing but love for Killer and Psycho, but that's gonna be a tough haul even for them.
This next non-title Tag Team Champions Duel is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, accompanied by the Fairfield Fox, Faye Crawford, and a combined weight of 424 pounds. They are the WL Rage Tag Team Champions, Tommy Wilcox and Oliver Hollywood.
Would you just look at that conga line? Oh, man.
Another whole Champions Duel, this time in the tag team format. Shut up and take my money. Tommy and Hollywood have spent the last half a year on the top of the rankings over at Rage, and they immediately signed the deal for this match with the Texas Hangmen, making them look fearless to some and just plain foolish to others.
Short memory, Playhouse Wally. Some people forget Wilcox and Hollywood also held the Snarl tag belts before this, taking the belts from the Psychedelics for only 2 weeks. But it happened all the same. If even Tex admits the Hangman could be in for a long stay in the ring, Wilcox and Hollywood are definitely for real.
And I know they're definitely for real, but I'm still favoring the Texas Hangman.
Their opponents, representing the Frontino group from the Lone Star State at a combined weight of 634 pounds, they are WO Television Tag Team Champions, Killer and Psycho, the Texas Hangman.
The new TV Tag Champ sent the message last week that the age of the Southern gentleman is way the hell over, and there are definitely new sheriffs in town, and to short welfare Popeye Scott Bell ain't coming back for a while, after mouthing off to Killer during last week's match against the Toxic Table.
I heard Bell's putting Pat McAfee in charge until his possible return this spring. That should be an interesting setup.
Pat McAfee, is he serious? That's like putting Popeye the Sailor in the captain's chair on the Starship Enterprise.
Well, he is the most responsible senior member of the group. It was either him or X-Pac, and I don't think even Bella would allow that.
Well, I guess it's not a disastrous choice. I'm sure Marvin will find it a whole lot more tasteful than having two short welfare Popeye around. Well, already then, it's going to be Hollywood and Killer starting this one off. Oh, man. A Champions Tag Team Duel. All sounds great to me. Wooly Johnson rings the bell, and here we go. They lock it up center ring. Ollie, whipped to the corner of the Texas Hangman, catches a clothesline from Killer. Down he goes. Killer rounds up Oliver Hollywood. Gets a hold of him. Look at this. A quick counter from Ollie and a shoulder to the midsection, back in over the top rope. Killer gets a hold of him again. Sets him up against the ropes, tags him with a jab, turns it over to Psycho. Oliver Hollywood hung up on the ropes in the wrong side of town. He counters with an elbow, finds his way out of danger, and lays in an octopus stretch on Psycho. Psycho rounds him up for a sidewalk slam. There's one way to get out of it. Set of right hands, a jab, and another backbreaker. Psycho rounds up Oliver Hollywood. Into the corner he goes. Here comes Killer again. Here comes a double team from the Hangman. Ollie whipped to the ropes, and boom! Whoa, man. A little bit of a 3D right there. As Killer resumes work for the Texas Hangman, going to work on Oliver Hollywood. Rebounds off the ropes. Draws a kick right to the side of the head. Quickly covers and hooks the leg here. One. Just a one, not quite a two. Killer rounds up Hollywood, whips him back to the Hangman's corner. A kick to the ribs. Here comes Psycho again. Another double team incoming for Ollie. He catches a second 3D, and he's definitely going to want to get the hell out of there pretty soon. Here's a pin. One. Again, just a one. Oliver Hollywood still hanging in there pretty tough. Despite taking a beating from both Texas Hangmen, back into the corner he goes, catches another clothesline, and rolls to the outside. Killer's warming up the bus. Here we go. Through the ropes, boom. And down goes Oliver Hollywood on the outside. The referee counting. There's a stomp as Killer goes to work on Ollie on the outside. Quickly, he gets out of the way of that one. Gets a hold of Killer. Gets him back inside the ring. Probably much safer in there. Goes after Psycho and lays in an octopus stretch on him. But doesn't last very long. Catches a kick to the midsection. Look at this. Faye Crawford getting into it with... The last manager that did that, we saw what happened, but I don't think he's going to do that to Faye Crawford. Killer hung up on the ropes by Tommy Wilcox. He's not going to go after Faye Crawford with her boyfriend right there. Not a good thing. Killer rolls to the outside. Waiting to see what he's going to do next. He goes after Tommy Wilcox. And decides, well, hell, on board. Here's some beats of the Bodrans for you. 10 count punches across the chest of Tommy Wilcox, the Cocoa Beach Wonderkin. And now Oliver Hollywood, taking a moment, whips him to the ropes, delivers a dropkick, but doesn't quite take him down all the way. There's a clothesline that takes him all the way to the outside, though. Oliver Hollywood bounces off the ropes over. Whoa, that was beautiful. Oliver Hollywood always loved to go air. He just proved it right there. Tommy Wilcox is just getting recovered from that beating he caught on the outside. Oliver Hollywood working on Killer on the outside. Well, Oliver Hollywood rounds him up, pitches him towards the timekeeper's area, makes his own way back inside the ring. The referee continuing the count. He's back up, makes his way back towards the ring. Meanwhile, Oliver Hollywood working on the outside here. Out on the apron and drops either Killer or Psycho. At this point, even I'm not sure. He dropped him on the outside apron. Rebound off the ropes. There's a flying punch. And down goes Oliver Hollywood. That is Psycho. No. Damn, that's hard to read. In comes Tommy Wilcox for the first time. Here he comes. There's a clothesline. A rebound off the ropes. The moonsault finds nothing but the canvas. Wilcox rounded up with a forearm. Here's a quick pin. Here's the ref. One. Not even a one. Tommy Wilcox, very fresh, just got in there, so there's a wrist clutch boot to the face. And Psycho gets in by the throat for some chokey, but Wilcox counters with Psycho to the ropes, ducks under. Leapfrogs it. Here comes Psycho, and whoa, swing and a miss. But a chop and a kick and a spin kick that don't find the mark. Psycho whips Wilcox to the Texas Hangman's corner. Takes the leg over the rope, delivers the kick to the calf. Wilcox comes hobbling out, catches a right, gets spun around into a sleeper hold. Perhaps a little bit too close to the ropes. A jawjacker cuts Tommy Wilcox loose. Wilcox inverted atomic drop to Psycho right in the store. Delivers a second one. Oh, well, he's not going to be feeling too good for a minute. Here comes Killer again on the tag. Tommy Wilcox, whole lot of bravado here. Collides with Killer with no result. Wilcox tags him with a right, takes him down to the canvas. Lines up the leg, the spinning toe hold. There's an elbow to the leg of Killer. Now into an armbar stretch. Oh, no, giving full credit to Wilcox and Hollywood. They're a talented tag team, that's for sure. But Killer just turned it around, slammed Tommy Wilcox face first into the canvas, gets a hold on him, whips him into the Texas Hangman's corner. He counters and finds his way out, locks it back up with Killer. Counter whip to the far right corner. Tommy Wilcox, not quite slick enough. Killer tags in Psycho. Wilcox still stuck in that corner. Psycho, just beating him savagely. Wilcox just catching it all over the place. Tries to put the boots to him, but Wilcox slams Psycho down to the canvas, rolls him over, covers and hooks the leg dead center ring. One, but nope, just the one. Tommy Wilcox having to go right back to work. on Psycho or Killer or whichever it is. I'm not even sure anymore. Alright, well, anyway. There's an elbow to the face. A shot to Oliver Hollywood, a kick to the midsection, and a DDT from Tommy Wilcox. Oh, look at this. Somebody's feeling froggy. Oh, okay. Tommy Wilcox in control of the situation at the present time. Whoa! Hung up off the top rope by Oliver Hollywood. A moonsault off the ropes from Tommy Wilcox to Psycho. And he's in trouble now. Ain't no denying it. Whip to the far corner. Wilcox gathers him up for a scoop slam. Takes himself to the middle rope. Well, he is definitely warming up the bus here. Psycho back to a standing position, and boom! The double axe handle finds the mark, and he's laid out, and that ain't funny. Tommy Wilcox in the driver's seat for sure. Rounds up Psycho. A little rebound off the ropes and a nice elbow from the Cocoa Beach Wonderkind. Here's a cover. 1, 2, just the one. Haven't had any near falls yet. Tommy Wilcox with Psycho to the corner. There's a headlock punch right to the face. Wilcox goes behind, slams him down, head first into the canvas. Again, dead center ring, covers and hooks the leg here. 1, 2. All right, well, that's as near to a near fall as we've had so far. There's a 2. Off the top. Oh, he didn't get that one. Didn't quite work out the way he planned it. Oh, well, here comes Oliver Hollywood. Anyway, look at this. Psycho taken down by Hollywood. He rolls him over, covers and hooks the leg right away. 1, 2. Nope, no dice. Another near fall. Another moonsault from Oliver Hollywood. Follows it up with yet another one. Well, Wilcox and Hollywood, the Rage Tag Team Champions, definitely in control at the present time. Wilcox comes in on the tag, delivers a stomp to Psycho, and he is stalking Psycho. This cannot possibly be good for the Texas Hangman. Wilcox drives a knee right into the head. Here's a cover real quick. 1. Well, that did not work out. Killer right there to spoil the party for Tommy Wilcox. Misses with the overhand right. Tags Killer with a couple of rights to the left. Oh, excuse me, Psycho. And an uppercut. And Tommy Wilcox. Well, he is definitely showing out this evening. Giving a 4-star performance for sure. A snap of the leg. And this is not working out for the Texas Hangman at the present time. On the outside, Tommy Wilcox going for it again through the ropes, and another flying shoulder. Taking down his opponent. Oh, man. Quick shove back. Tommy Wilcox. Pitched almost into Faye Crawford, for Pete's sake. Wow. Man. Well, yeah, they're mad. Well, no question about it. They are definitely provoked. Oliver Hollywood with a quick counter on the outside. Does it again. Tommy Wilcox taken down on the outside. The referee counting. Oliver Hollywood catching those 10-count punches to the chest on the outside. Again, the referee continuing to count Tommy Wilcox. Out to the floor goes Oliver Hollywood. Tommy Wilcox into the Texas Hangman's corner. Here comes Psycho on the tag. They're setting it up. They are setting it up. This tag team finisher that they've been working on. This is something special. Tommy Wilcox in trouble here. And boom, there it goes. Oh, man. Right through the trap door, as it were. Here's a pin attempt. 1, 2. But no. Wilcox getting out of that one all by himself. Didn't need Oliver Hollywood's help. He's still hanging in there. Whipped into the corner, but counters. Oh, well, now. Tommy Wilcox going after both Texas Hangman. Tags Psycho with a punch right to the face. He is gutsy. I'll give it to him. Ooh. Spike knee into the back. Covers and hooks the leg here. 1, Oh, man, what a match. The Texas Hangman definitely being tested here by Wilcox and Hollywood. Tackle slammed down the canvas again by Tommy Wilcox. Wilcox. Counter. Gets locked up. Whip to the Hangman's corner. There's another savage beat down to Tommy Wilcox. And a headbutt finishes that one. Oh, now Killer putting the boots right to the face of Tommy Wilcox. There's a rebound off the ropes, and there's a face wash. And out to center ring rolls Wilcox. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. Hey, well, they just couldn't hang on anymore. The Texas Hangmen take up the win.
The time, 12 minutes and 46 seconds. Your winners by pinfall, the Texas Hangmen. These guys haven't dropped a single match since the tournament last month. And outside of that little indiscretion last week, the Texas Hangmen are looking better and better with every appearance. Kudos to Wilcox and Hollywood, who never gave in and kept fighting till they just couldn't go anymore.
And how about this new tag team finisher Killer and Psycho have been working on? They call it the Hangman's Gallows, kind of fitting actually, and boy howdy, it definitely left an impact on Tommy Wilcox, who never really recovered afterwards.
Tonight's main event, Karrion Kross versus Josef von Schmidt, when we return.